Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. It is Wednesday over here. On this post, it is my third and final post today, probably. It's going to be on NEO. That will be the main topic of this post. Bitcoin currently down right underneath, well, about underneath 26K. So it had quite a bit of a move earlier today, down to the low 25s. And it has rebounded to almost or about 26K. Now, what is the significance of this? Because Bitcoin could bring down a lot of the crypto markets. It's very close to that possible breakdown I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. So very important to pay attention here. And aside from that, on this post, I will be talking about NEO. We'll be getting into some upwards and downwards price targets for NEO. Going to be taking a look into some key price levels that this coin needs to break in order to go either direction. I'll be giving you guys my personal sentiment and opinions on this market. So make sure to stay around for that later in this video. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice, nor am I it's basically purely my opinion. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. But I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So guys, if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts here. So we do have NEO here currently sitting at about $7.36, down slightly from today. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, NEO, very clean, nice and simple chart on this monthly time frame is a falling wedge pattern. Okay, falling wedges usually break to the upside. Okay, but if you're in the falling wedge, if you're a bull, you probably don't want any part in it because it's been going down. Okay, so when you're in the falling wedge, you don't want to be in a falling wedge, but you might want to be paying attention to a breakout. Okay, so falling wedges usually break to the upside. Usually, not certainly. Nothing is certain in this market. If this price action actually breaks to the upside, let's take a measure move here, which is basically the opening of the pattern. And then you put it on top of a breakout point. Let's just say it breaks out by this month. It does not have to break out by this month, but I'm just picking this point. So this point in the upper trend line so I can get a measured target. Okay. That would put the price action a little above $16, okay, in the $16 area. Okay, that's still a pretty big move for NEO, okay? Now, obviously, if the price action does not break out by this month, but this falling wedge is still intact, then we move this measurement down along this upper trend line and get a measure move for a future date. Obviously, that would be lower, right? Now, let's take a look into some key price levels going up, okay? Some key price levels going up. Let's go into the weekly time frame for to see if there's any moving averages that could be acting as resistance on this weekly time frame. About that $9 area is basically where the blue line and the gray line is. It's pretty hard to see because it's very in line with that upper trend line. But that's basically where the weekly 21 and the 50 SMA are. It's basically right beneath that upper trend line. So expect resistance coming from there. That should be pretty obvious because the upper trend line anyways. And then we have the 3-day and the 3-day 50, the 3-day 21 and the 3-day 50, which is the 21 blue line and the gray line respectively. Right between right around that upper trend line as well. Okay. The weekly 200 is currently at about $11.50 area, coming down. But something to be paying attention to after the price action has broken out of this pattern. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close my door real quick. Okay, just want to block out any certain noise. Now, let's come back to the daily time frame and look for any moving averages that could be between the price action now and the measured target. The daily 50 is about $8, okay? Daily 200, which is the orange line, at about $10, okay? So those are going to be some key levels to be paying attention to, which are the major moving averages, which also moves. So it's important to keep track of where they are, because those are going to be some obvious price levels to be paying attention to as resistance. Let's take a look into the downside here. Before then, if you guys have made it this far into this video, make sure to check out my referral link down below if you guys don't already have a Webull account but want to get some free stocks valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply when you guys sign up and open an account and deposit $100 US. I enjoyed using Webull as an exchange. I think they're great for trading cryptos and stocks. But with any exchange, okay, with any exchange, I would not put most or all my money into one exchange. I personally diversified my funds across several exchanges. So in case one goes down, I don't get wrecked. Okay, so if that is something that makes sense to you, make sure to check out my referral link down below. I will also get a referral bonus, so that directly supports my channel if you guys sign up under me. Let's get back down to the downside here for NEO, okay? So the first key level here, let's go back to the weekly time frame real quick. Let's see if there's a potential pattern here. It looks like it has just broken a double bottom pattern. Right, this would be the second bottom. And I mean, in my opinion, it has broken down from a double bottom pattern. And then the next level I'll be looking at will be along the bottom trend line of this falling wedge pattern here, right? Well, that's further down, even further down. So the next level here would be this group of candles. Let's see if there's it's gonna be $7 first, right? That makes sense. And then the next set would be these three candles right here, which would be pretty easy to look at for past trading history for support, which would be about that $6 area. So $7 area and then $6 area, expect support from there. Now, support does not necessarily mean that it's going to take the price action further upwards. It could be a bounce before price action continues downwards. We really have to just chart the price action on a lower time frame when it gets there to give me more idea of what could potentially go on, right? Would it be a bounce that would take the price action further up, or would it be a bounce that would continue downwards? Let's see what type of pattern forms at a lower time frame when the price action gets there. Okay, I think that's basically it. Okay, possible double bottom scenario. Okay, but I think that's still a little far away. Well, we can revisit this later on. And that's basically it for NEO here. I'm gonna give you guys my overall opinion and sentiment on this market, which is gonna be very dependent on Bitcoin. Like I said, Bitcoin very close to a possible breakdown here. On the weekly time frame, very noticeable. I'm not going to get too far into Bitcoin on this chart because I've already done 2 other posts today, and it hasn't really changed much from what I've been talking about. So double top on this weekly time frame, very close. 24.7K would for me be the breaking point of this breakdown here. Measure move 17K area. That is an estimate only. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to get there. No, it does not. It's just an estimate. So that's what you should be paying attention to, in my opinion only. What I'm doing in this market, I am both long and short, depending on the setup. My sentiment on this market is still long because Bitcoin hasn't broken down yet. I will be probably in full short mode if it actually breaks down, right? That is just my opinion right now. It could change. This wraps up my post today. So like, subscribe, comment. I don't have any Neo at this time, but if you guys want to see more follow-ups on Neo, comment, like, subscribe. I will bring you guys another follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. See y'all later.